All right, so I think it's recording now. Okay, so let's begin. Okay, so you need to, like, for the rest of you, okay, one more time. Assalamu alaikum and good evening, everyone. All right, so, okay, 11 of you so far. What I'm about to basically explain about tonight is basically the structure, okay, of speaking. Okay, so this is the basically the main thing that what we're going to look into for tonight. Okay. All right. So basically, okay, the basic thing is about when you are speaking because for the assessment, you have the impromptu two-way communication. Okay. Basically, you're going to do it with your partner. Okay. So it's not individual like public speaking. So perhaps not it's not going to be as nervous as when you are alone, right? But still, you'll have to deal with that as well, okay? Because since you're going to be tested uh, by looking at your speaking skills, all right? It's practically the same thing, like almost the same like Moet, right? When you are doing it in group, like you are discussing about something, right? About the ideas, okay? So basically, generally speaking, okay? So speaking is basically to convey message. So the most basic thing or idea, okay? So this is the thing that we will look into about how, okay? How you're going to how to deliver the idea, okay? In speaking, right? Especially when it is not your first language, okay? Especially when it's in different language, which is English, right? And you're not so used to it because of some limitations or perhaps challenges, okay? All right, so the question is, okay, what makes you want to speak, right? What do you need to have if you want to basically talk about something? What is it?
Main points,
Yes,
easy.
good. Okay, main point. You need to have your points. Okay. So the points, okay, main points, all that comes from a range of basically topic. Okay, topic that you want to talk about. All right. So there are various kinds of topic. Okay. Mostly things that is related to you. Okay, from your personal background. Okay. Experience throughout your experiences throughout your background knowledge, okay, things that you have learned, things that you have seen, many things, okay. So let's think about few topics. What kind of topic that you can give me? Simple topic.
About food.
Food, okay, yes, food. Easy, right? Food, what else?
Movie.
Hobby,
Movie,
my hobby.
hobbies, what, games, what else? Many things, what else?
Kehidupan seharian.
Yeah,
Sport.
daily life, sports, right? And all this. Okay. So during the assessment, okay, during the assessment, normally you will be given one to I think 2 minutes of time to prepare. Okay, it's the same thing when you are trying to converse with to convey your idea to people, right? To a person, okay, or to a group of people, right? So you need some time. I mean, like a bit of time to think about the points, main points, and ideas. Okay. So of course, when you have these kind of topics in your mind, you want to initiate. Okay, initiating basically discussion. Okay, call it scores or discussion. Okay, conversation. Okay, so you need to play. Okay, you need to play and have the ideas in mind. All right. So this is something that's related to what I have mentioned just now, okay, which is basically related to your knowledge, okay, to your experience, okay, knowledge and experience mostly, okay, experiences, all right. So let's look at food, for example, okay, this one, food, all right. So what kind of topic about food? Yeah, let's look at this. Let's look at the topic. Make it more specific. Okay. Any idea about food?
Food trends, makanan yang popular sekarang.
Popular food. Okay.
Traditional food.
Okay. Popular food. Traditional food. Okay. What else? Popular food.
How to cooking
How to
food.
cook.
Cook.
How to cook food. All that, right? So you have this kind of ideas within you. Okay. So, all right. What kind of food that you know? Let's look at popular food. What are the popular food?
Nasi lemak.
Nasi lemak. Okay. What else? Is nasi lemak traditional food? Huh? Was that ideal? Traditional traditional food, right? Okay. Okay, let's look at these two, popular food and traditional food. Okay, what else other than nasi lemak?
Ikan ampap.
Is, is
Fish,
that
Fish ampap.
is that a traditional food?
Especially in Kota Belud lah.
Okay,
Ikan ampap. Ah,
okay. What else?
takoyaki.
Takoyaki. Takoyaki, okay. You can. It's a Japanese food. Come on. Okay. Nasi lemak, ikan ampap, takoyaki. Traditional
Fried
food,
rice.
fried rice, right? Many kind of food. What in Semenanjung? What food?
nasi kerabu.
Nasi kerabu, right? Lodeh. Sarawak,
Kolomi.
kolomi,
Kolok. Kolok.
mie kolok.
Ya, mie kolok.
Yeah, kolok mie kolok. Right. So you have these ideas, okay? So whenever you have the topic, okay, then you have these ideas comes into your mind, all right? So the question is, okay, how can you deliver this? Okay, you have this many ideas in your mind, right? Sometimes you can get stuck because you have lots of ideas. Then you're not sure which one that you want to talk about first. Okay, but so you need to be I mean like you need to pay attention to the topic that you have in mind. Okay, that you have been given, and also the focus of your topic, right? So for example, if food, okay, so then maybe talk about popular food, right? So the focus here is popular food. So what are the popular food? Okay, nasi lemak. Okay, yes, it's popular. Okay, ikan ampap, is it popular? Yeah, not many know, right? Okay,
Traditional.
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 Takoyaki, is it popular? Takoyaki?
Yes, popular sir.
Yes, it's popular, right? Fried rice also popular, right? Because I think you often eat fried rice as well. Okay, fried rice, nasi kerabu. Maybe not in all places. I think if it's in Kelantan, yes. Yeah. Mie kolok maybe in Sarawak it's popular, but not in all places as well, right? So maybe you can describe about that as well. Okay. So you look at the focus of your idea. Okay. Okay. Look at the focus of your idea and stick with that. All right. So how can you elaborate your idea? Okay. How do you want to elaborate your idea when you want to speak? All right. So the thing is, okay, to elaborate, right, your idea, okay, you need to think about the WH questions. Do you still remember this? What what are the WH questions? What is the first one?
Who, how,
Who,
who, how,
how, what else?
when,
When,
Where,
where,
when,
where, what else?
what,
uh,
What? Anything else?
whatever
Who,
lah.
whatever,
who,
cannot. Who,
who's,
how, who already?
eh,
How, when, where, what,
how, when, where, what,
Why?
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 why.
Yes, I think somebody called me just now. Any questions so far? Yes, these are the things, okay, that you need to think about. Okay, it's very important, right? So the first thing that you need to do, okay, is to generate the ideas first, okay? So, which one? Here. Let me put it here. First thing that you need to do, okay? First step, generate ideas, okay? So during the assessment, especially, okay, um, you don't have much time and you have to list out the ideas, okay? So list out as many ideas as you can, no problem, okay? So later you can bring your pen and paper, okay, or you can bring your tablet, but okay, the problem is when you are using your gadget, okay? So when you are generating your ideas, okay, it must be something that you really have in your mind, okay? It is not something that you search on the search engine by using Google's, okay? some of the students previously, your seniors, okay, of course, they have their phones and everything, okay, so they tend to Google the ideas, right? But the problem is, if you Google the idea throughout the assessment, okay, you will not have the ability to elaborate your ideas because you will rely on your gadget, okay, on the tools that you have. Then you will get stuck and you have the tendency of reading, okay, so that's very dangerous, right? So um do not use gadget, okay, or Google. All right, so you need to think, okay, think on your own, be quick, okay. It's something that you have in mind. Normally when it comes to the topic, um all of the topics, they are based on something that you should know, okay. It could be some sort of like a trending topics, okay. It should be based on your daily life knowledge and experiences, everything, okay. So the key point here, if you want to generate ideas, okay, is to think about what you have gone through, right? Of course, you need to know about the topic first, okay, and you have to relate that to your experience, okay, and also knowledge, okay. Okay, so first thing, normally, it to make it easy, okay, normally to make it easy, relate it to your experience first, okay, then relate that to your knowledge, right, like this, okay. Normally, it it is much more easy, okay, if you think about what happened in your life, right? Mostly, all of the topics will be based on what happened in life, okay. So definitely you will be able to have the ideas, okay, if you relate that to your experience, okay. Experience can be something like what I've mentioned before. Experience can be something that, like what you have gone through, maybe you have read it somewhere, or you have seen it happen something, or you have even uh experienced it yourself, tasted the food, or maybe seen the food or something, okay, like that, okay. So once you have these ideas, then you can go to this is basically the second step, okay. How do you plan on elaborating your ideas, okay. All right, so before I go to this deeper, all right, so still here, okay, in the idea section, okay. Normally, when it comes to the assessment, okay, you will have to talk about your ideas first, okay. Talk about one of your ideas, okay. Do not spend too much on this, okay. Just briefly talk about it. For example, you can give a description, okay. Give description, and you could give example, right? Should be okay, okay. Because when you want to start, okay, when you want to start speaking, okay, you have all of these ideas listed, okay. So you want to talk about your ideas first, okay. So this is um how you should start, okay. So not too long, okay, not too lengthy, okay. Do not spend uh too much time or for the beginning, okay. Right, let me yeah, do not spend too much time for the beginning, okay. Maybe up to 1 minute or 1 minute and a half should be okay, okay. Like for example, do you know that we have a very unique nasi lemak here in Sabah compared to what? Okay, in KK compared to maybe somewhere in Sandakan, or maybe you can compare nasi lemak in Semenanjung is different compared to nasi lemak in uh, Sabah and also Sarawak. It's different. Okay, so you describe. Okay, so I've tasted the nasi lemak in Semenanjung. They have the spiciness compared to when you are eating the nasi lemak in Sabah, right? So I'm not sure about Sarawak, but I think the spiciness is uh, still lacking compared to when I have tasted the nasi lemak in Semenanjung. Okay, right? So something like that, just a simple thing. Okay, do not spend too much time explaining until the other person gets boring. Okay, and then you will also uh, ran out of ideas. Okay, you'll not have so much to think about. Okay, so that's why, okay, once you give your description, okay, once you have done doing this like this, okay, so you can start by giving cue. Okay, so I also call this like second step is to like giving cue to others. Okay, meaning to say that you want to let your partner talk, right? Because when it comes to the assessment, it's not just about you. Okay, it's you and your partner. Okay, it's the same thing when you're talking to your friends. Okay, to people, right? You also want to hear what they want to say. So then you ask. Simple one should be like, for example, what about you? For example, simple one. So this is the cue. I mean, like we are giving cue, right? So what about you? Then the other person will definitely will reply. Okay, for me, I think okay. The most popular food in my place is nasi kerabu, for example. Okay, why? Okay, then you explain a bit. Then you can talk about something which is pretty much related. Okay, about it. So you can go deeper. So how do you basically prepare nasi lemak? Okay, so the question is, for example, it's from general. Okay, the questions. Okay, the level of the questions. Let me put it like this. The level of the questions, right, should be from general to specific. So it's getting much more specific. Okay, so for example, okay, just now you just talk about what about you, then the other person will also just give description. Okay, then you're getting specific. So what are the ingredients used, for example? Okay, what are the ingredients used? Okay, then you will explain. Okay, or or the other person can ask, okay, this kind of question. So what about nasi lemak? What are the ingredients used? Okay, then the other person will explain. Okay, so how do you normally eat this food, for example? Okay, so um some people likes to have it with but uh lots of dishes. For example, they like to add chickens, and sometimes they like to add the, what, sambal sotong or something like that, right? So it could be something more. Okay, so far okay.
Yes, sir.
All
So
right,
far, okay.
so far okay, yeah? So then you can begin, like, often ask this kind of questions. Okay, who, how, when, where, what, and why. Okay, this kind of question. So okay, how do you make this? Okay, when do you normally uh have this? Okay, and so on. Okay, so when it comes to when it comes to this, try to make it as natural as possible. Okay, like talking, like naturally talking. All right. So the key here is to expand. Okay, okay. You need to expand your ideas. Okay. So giving you will ask questions and then you will answer the questions. Then you will expand your ideas, right? So from a simple food like nasi lemak, okay, you describe it in general, then you expand your ideas. Like how do you make it, okay? So is there is any specialty, the uniqueness in some places, for example, all those kind of things, okay? So of course there are certain situation, right? Um, which you do not know the information, right? Okay, what's this? Okay, let me see. Okay, which you do not know what is the information. Okay, if you do not know the information, then you can ask for clarification. Okay, if you do not know what the other person, okay, is explaining or something, okay, you can ask for clarification, right? uh Let me change the color. So ask for clarification because not we do not know everything. Okay, some people might know something which is different compared to what we know. Okay, so you ask for clarification. How? Okay, so you can ask for example, uh okay, I want to ask, for example, what do you mean by, okay, or you can start with excuse me, okay, or excuse me, right? For example, what do you think, or what do you mean by, then you can develop, okay, or you can also say, for example, you mentioned about so how do you prepare, okay, so you ask for clarification. All right, so this is happen when you don't have the knowledge, okay, so it's like you trying to keep the conversation going. All right, because this is the purpose, okay, you want to keep the conversation going throughout the speaking session. All right, if it's individual, it's going to be different. Okay, if it's individual, you will definitely going to talk about your ideas first. But there are also cases, I think maybe because the students are nervous, okay, they forgot that they have partner, okay, and they will only talk about uh yeah, their own points, but they don't really ask and answer questions. Okay, so if you do not ask and answer questions, you will not have good marks for this. All right, so it's very important to give cue and have the questions and answer sessions in your speaking. Okay, all right, so far okay.
Yes, sir. So far, okay.
Okay, so the third step is to basically to understand your difficulties and challenges. So what is your difficulty when it comes to this? What are the challenges? Okay, give me an example. This is very important actually because you need to understand this, okay? Because sometimes this thing can get you stuck, okay, when you are talking, especially when you are being assessed. One thing that's very common is because you are getting nervous, okay? What else?
Cannot communication normally. Talk
Cannot,
about main point.
yeah, you cannot talk normally, right? That's nervous. Yeah. Maybe it's difficult for you to think, right? Making it difficult for you to think. It could be your vocabularies, right?
Grammar.
Grammar, okay. What else? Could it be because of the other person? Uh, maybe you don't you maybe it's your like the pronunciation, right? Listening ability, okay? All this, okay? So and more, okay? But the main thing here is to is I think the most problematic thing that you have is this one, okay? Nervous, okay? When it comes to vocabularies, grammar, pronunciation, it's okay, okay? It's okay if it's limited. It's okay if the grammar is not really that correct, but it's very important for you to deliver your ideas, okay? So your idea must be clear, okay? So it's okay if these other, I mean, like things are not perfect, okay? But this one must be clear, okay? If your grammar and pronunciation maybe not really that good or got errors here and there, it should be no problem, okay? But idea must be clear, okay? For example, okay, ikan ampap. Do you know ikan ampap? Okay, what is ikan ampap in English? Okay, fish cooked in what? With water, steam, like that. Then you explain. You steam fish. Okay, how? It tastes. What kind of fish do you use for ikan ampap? What fish do you use for ikan ampap? Normally, what kind of fish for ikan ampap?
Uh, Basong.
Ikan basong, right? For Sabahan, maybe they know what is ikan basong, right?
Yes.
So those kind of fish, that fish, okay? It's a very small fish, okay? But I think there should be no problem with you guys because, uh, um, it, although the language is not that perfect, okay? But since you have I mean, being exposed to this language since school. So I think you should have the needed vocabularies for you to speak. It's not like the international students where English is not really being practiced. Okay, so I don't think you will have any problem with this, especially when it comes to this vocabs. Okay, but the problem is this one, nervous. Okay, so how do you overcome nervousness? how to overcome this. Yeah, how to overcome nervousness. So when you are getting nervous, okay, normally you will do lots of things. You will fidgeting, you will move your feet faster, right? Sometimes moving your hands, shaking and all that. So how do you overcome this normally? Any idea from your experience?
Uh,
Huh? Who?
Take a deep breath.
Okay, take a deep breath. What else?
Prepare the ideas.
Prepare. Okay. So, of course, when you are being tested, right? Of course, you will maybe feel, okay, you can feel intimidated, okay, feel challenged because you are being assessed and you are being looked into, and then you are getting nervous, okay? So when you are getting nervous, you want everything to end fast, okay, and you want to rush. So, there's some sort of like I call that moment of adrenaline rush, okay, where you can actually think many things, okay, lots of things, and sometimes because you think fast, you get stuck, okay. So that's why in the beginning, during the preparation time, when you want to prepare your ideas, so it's very important for you to uh, list out as many ideas as you can. Just list it out first, okay? Then you can look at it, okay, while you are listing it out. Definitely you will be able to think, okay? So once you have listed out, then definitely you can think about this, okay? Description, example, and these questions, okay? All this, and uh, definitely later, okay, you'll be able to explain your ideas, okay. Then once you think you are on the right track, okay, this will go away definitely, okay. But of course you need to also practice, okay. You can practice with your friends if you want, okay. Just think about any simple topic for speaking, then you can talk with your friends. Try and talk in English, okay. uh right. Okay, so like what one of you mentioned just now, okay, before the assessment starts, take a deep breath, right? Pray, okay, or do something that makes you feel calm, okay. Um, yeah, calm yourself first, right? Then, yes, definitely it's going to be okay. All right. So the last thing, okay, this is basically actually the first thing that you need to do, but yeah, this should be not the third step. This is the first thing, but it's okay. I think we'll just put it here, right? So the last thing that you need to do for your when you are discussing, okay, when you're speaking with your partner, okay, is to basically I think I'm not going to include this as a third step. I'll just put it here below here. Okay, is to basically conclude your session, right? For conclusion, um, it doesn't have to be that long, okay. uh you can end it like, for example, I think your idea I think your idea, okay, you mentioned the idea, maybe I think nasi lemak is really one of the most popular food in Malaysia, okay, because if you go to anywhere, okay, you can have nasi lemak, but the taste, how it they make the nasi lemak is different. Okay, but still I think nasi lemak is the most popular. Then that's it. What about you? Do you still think what about you, for example? Okay, you try and come into a consensus. Okay, that's the thing. Let me put it here. You try and come to a consensus. You try to review back, okay, your ideas, okay, but just make it short, right? But most of the time students they don't really they do not really reach this stage, okay, because definitely when you are in the mood of talking about your ideas, okay, expanding your ideas, asking and answering question, you tend to forget about the time, okay. But it's okay. Okay, for me, I will give you cue, like for example, okay, you have like for example, you have 1 minute left. So then once you hear something like that, okay, then you can, yeah, conclude whatever it is that you have here, okay, in your discussion. Then you can start thinking about your how you can conclude your session, right? So okay, just a simple conclusion will do. Okay, I agree with you. Okay, especially with the ikan ampau. Okay, for example, then you can give your review for a bit. Okay, all right. So okay, basically that's all about it. Okay, when it comes to the structure. But for elaboration, okay, all right. Normally for elaboration, I think I'm going to put it here. Okay, these are the kind of questions. Okay, normally for elaboration, you'll have your, we call that supporting details. Okay, uh, this comes naturally with the WH questions. Okay, because you want to explain. Okay, you want to explain about the questions that is being asked to you. Okay, so you have this supporting details, okay, based on the questions asked. Okay, so it can be many things that you can include, right? For example, you can include story, okay, short story, okay, for example, throughout your experience. Okay, then you can include example, also other than story, you can include facts, right? But yeah, for example, I heard and I have read, okay, for example, I have read that uh, according to the um, according to Berita Harian, or for example, according to World Health Organization, for example, if it's some different topics, okay, and many things. Even example, you can elaborate examples if, okay. So that's why this kind of details, okay, comes with this. So it's very important, okay, and this, all right. So if the expansion of your ideas, okay, comes with you, okay, and your partner, right? So definitely, like what I've mentioned for the beginning, okay, you just need to talk about this one first, right? Uh, talk about one of your ideas, right? Short one will do. So once you have started with this, and then the other person start with this, then definitely you can expand your ideas more by using these WH questions, okay, based on the topic that's given to you, and you will support the details, right, by explaining based on the questions asked, right? For example, it should be from general to specific. Okay, you can include many things, like for example, your experience. Okay, um, your it can be facts, example, and many things. All right. And then lastly, okay, once you are talking about the ideas that you have, you need to conclude your session, right? And before all that, you need to understand yourself first, okay? Who you are, right? Okay, what is your problem when it comes to speaking? Okay, which one do you think is your weakness? Okay, is it nervous? Is it vocabularies? Is it you scared of people? Something? Okay, all right. Okay, is it your partner? Maybe your partner is scary or something. Okay, maybe your partner is too handsome for you to talk or too beautiful for you to talk. Okay, for example. Okay, so that's those kind of things. All right, any question?
No, sir.
Okay,
Uh,
clear, right?
Hello, sir.
Yeah, yeah, yes. Okay.
Uh, sorry for asking because I'm really here. There's no
Sorry, Iklima, I cannot hear you well.
I want to ask. Sorry for asking.
Okay.
My data is not very clear, so I want to ask about the partner. You will decide it, or we decided to choose our partner.
Do you want me to decide your partner?
Oh no, I'm asking if you
Yeah.
decide it or we.
Normally, okay. Okay. Normally, I let you guys choose. Okay, which one? You can choose your partner. Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Or you want me to choose for you? If I choose
No,
for you,
thank you.
then yeah, you might not like it.
Okay.
Uh,
Yeah. Okay,
right?
sir.
So you can find your partner, okay? Person that you like to be with. All right? Okay? So uh yeah. Sometimes there is a situation where uh where you have to be in a situation like you're forced to be in that kind of situation, right? Which you don't really have that much options. But it's one of the challenges as well, right? Because you don't have to really pick, okay? Uh, who is it that you want to be with? I mean, like your assessment partner, okay? And sometimes it can result in difficulties, right, and all that. So if you have problems, okay, or challenge or issues, then you can let me know, okay, and we can talk and discuss about that. All right? Okay. Any other question? I will send this to you later. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. No question? Right. Yeah, honey, no question? Right, no question. Before we end our session, do you have your infographic with you right now? Can I have,
Yep, sir.
yeah, can I have maybe the groups that's ready? Just talk about it. Like simple explanation will do. Yeah. You can share your infographics and then you can talk about that. Can you do that? Can or not? Any group that's ready? Yeah.
Uh, we group.
Okay, Faiz. Okay,
Uh,
you can you share your
yes,
infographic? Yeah, share your screen.
my group get ready.
Okay,
Wait, wait.
get ready.
Okay.
Uh, you guys see this infographic?
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, nice, nice. Wait, wait. So, Clement, introduction.
Okay. Hi, good evening, everyone. We are from Group 5, and this is our infographic. And first of all, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Clement, and I'm from Sarawak.
Mhm.
And my race is Iban. As you can see on the lower side, right side of the infographic picture, is the culture and tradition of the Iban people. On the curtain day, such the Gawai Dayak Festival, which is the biggest festival in Sarawak. The Iban people often wear tradition clothes. Iban traditional cloth is called baju burung for a man and ngepan Iban for women. Iban people will wear traditional clothes during the Gawai Dayak festival and will show performance like dancings. We call the dancings is ngajat. Ngajat for the Iban people is dance during the celebration of Hari Gawai of the Iban people. Iban traditional clothes are not only used on Gawai Dayak but also on wedding day. There are also some more traditional Iban clothes that I can show in the infographics, and I'll pass it to Pais.
Mhm.
Pais,
Okay, that's all, Clement. Okay,
yes, yes.
all right. That's right. Okay. Assalamualaikum and good afternoon. My name, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Muhammad Faiz Hakimi bin Abdul Adis from Faculty Astif. Tonight, I will share some infographic about infographic of Borneo culture and tradition. Firstly, as we can see, infographic of this, uh, Kinabalu Mountain was the symbolic for Borneo people, especially for Sabahan. The Kinabalu Mountain, also the tallest mountain in the South Asia. In this poster also shown horse riding, horse riding, because it is on the main culture and repression Bajau people in Kota Belud, especially the Bajau Sama ethnic. Not only that, Bajau Sama also known as the Cowboy of Borneo. It is because horse riding was also the main culture for Bajau Sama since long time ago. That's all for me. Next, the what next my friend.
Hello everyone. I'm Hidayah. I'm gonna add some point about Mount Kinabalu, which is, as we all know, Mount Kinabalu is the one of the attraction to tourists. Although tourists do not climb the mountain when they go there, but uh, they can visit the interesting place around Mount Kinabalu. For example, they can visit National Park, Kudasang Market, and Desa Dairy Farm.
Mhm.
In our infographic represent the Bajau Laut, Bajau Laut, which is Sigipsi. Because I'm from Pulau Gaya, I live in an island, so that is why we put water in our infographic. Okay, that's all.
Okay.
Okay, next.
That's
Hello
all? Oh,
and good
okay. Okay,
to
continue.
sir and my friends. Let me introduce myself. My name is Fabian Asip. I'm my race is Karazan Dusun
Mhm.
from a FF student. So I will explain our group infographic um, about the story of Rafflesia flower. So first of all, Rafflesia, including various species is found in rainforests of Borneo, including the Malaysian state of Sabah. The discovery of Rafflesia is the largest species was joint effort by Sir Stamford Raffles and Dr. Joseph Arnold in 1818 in Sumatra. But the genus extend to Borneo. The flower parasitic nature and this distinctive appearance have made it a subject of scientific interest and ecotourism in the region. Conservation efforts are crucial to protect Rafflesia and its habitat in Borneo, including Sabah, due to the challenge it faces from deforestation and other environmental threats. And the next, I will talk about the Mount Kinabalu. Uh, in my Karazan Dusun. Uh, what ko? Uh, uh, I will explain about Karazan Dusun culture and spirit in Mount Kinabalu. So Mount Kinabalu holds significant cultural importance for Karazan Dusun people in Sabah, Malaysia, because for them it is not just a physical landmark, but also spiritual and ancestral symbol. Karazan Dusun community often organize cultural events and ritual around Mount Kinabalu, reflecting their deep connection to the mountain. The annual Kamatan Festival, celebrated by the Karazan Dusun, is a time when the community expresses gratitude for the harvest and the spiritual presence of their ancestor. Of Mount Kinabalu becomes a focal point for ritual and ceremonies during the festival. Beyond its cultural significance, Mount Kinabalu is also a popular trekking destination, attracting visitors from around the world who are eager to experience its breathtaking landscape and diverse flora and fauna. Karazan Dusun also connection to the Mount Kinabalu adds a layer of cultural richness to the overall experience of exploring the iconic mountain. That's all from me. Thank you.
Okay. Nobody else? That's all from your group?
That's all from our group, Doctor.
Okay. All right. So Borneo cultural and tradition. All right. So Mount Kinabalu, Iban tradition. Okay. In Sabah, Mount Kinabalu, Sarawak. What's the mountain?
The Mulu Mount.
Huh? Mulu.
Mulu,
Mount,
yeah,
Mulu.
Mount
Mulu.
Mount
In
Mulu.
Mount Mulu. Okay. So Kadazan Dusun, right? Uh, is Kadazan and
yeah.
Dusun different or is the same?
Uh, Same, but the language is different
Different.
from
Yeah. Mhm. Okay. From
from the way they talk.
from the way they talk. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, group 5. Thank you. Okay. So good try.
Okay.
Any other
Yes.
group that wants to try?
All right. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you,
Yes, sir.
sir.
Good job. Any other group? Not ready. So all right. So basically no groups after group 5 since we have 15, right? Okay. All right. So Alicia said not ready. Okay. All right. Okay, before that, if you go to ITEL, okay, let me share it first. There should be one session here for your replacement, okay? Can you see the screen?
Yes, sir.
All right, so for this one, it's basically I want you to practice your uh, speaking, which is your way of discussing, okay, with your friends. Okay, this one should be done in your group, all right? So you need to find any topic that's related to brain. Okay, it can be many things. Okay, brain can be something from anxiety, depression, mental health, uh, what your thinking abilities, cognitive, all that can be many things. Okay, so record a session, right? So use the concept like what I've mentioned before. Okay, the WH questions, and also each person must at least ask one or two questions and also answer a few questions, right? Duration shouldn't be that long, okay? 5 to 6 minutes, and then likewise upload it on YouTube and then share that on WhatsApp group. So I will send another attendance link on Saturday, okay? So the due would be on Saturday, which is before 12 a.m. Is that okay? Or you need more time? Saturday
Okay,
okay?
sir.
Yeah, okay. Just for this one, right? I want to see you practicing, okay? So it's okay if you make mistakes when you are recording, okay? Uh, if you're stuttering, if you even use a mixed language of Malay and English, it's okay. Because what I want to see is you practicing, okay, using the concept of that asking WH questions based on the topic that you have chosen, which is related to uh, brain. Okay, so it's okay if the video is not that perfect, right? So because that's what I want to see. I mean, like you practice. So it can be when you are recording the video or the session. It can be you gather together, maybe in the library or somewhere, or you can also use, or you can also discuss that throughout online meetings like what we are doing right now. Okay, so it's up to you. Is that okay? Doable, right?
Okay, sir.
All right. So I will post this again later after the class to let you know. Okay, just to inform because there are not many of you are here, right? So, and also to send the recording session as well. Okay. So before that, before I let you guys go, any other groups that want to try to talk about their infographic? Okay, I'm going to wait for a bit, for 5 seconds. Okay. So any other groups? No. Okay. So well done to group 5. Okay, just now. Faiz group, right? Okay, Faiz and the gang. All right. So if nothing else, then I think that's all for today. Okay, I'm not going to spend much more time. Okay, so you can prepare your practice session. Okay, and record that session, right? So any other questions before I end the session tonight?
No, sir, no.
Okay, so if no other questions, then that would be all for tonight, right? So I will send this recording later, okay? And if you happen to have your members, okay, group members that's missing and have classes tonight, please let them know, right, about what happened tonight. Okay, so that's all for today, and I'll see you. Oh yeah, don't forget, I forgot to mention something. Don't forget that next week is going to be the assessment for group discussion, okay, for your vlog. So you can prepare the materials for your vlog discussion, okay. There should be a template for that, okay. So normally uh yeah, it should be in class, physical, face to face, all right. So get that one prepared as well, okay. So the ideas and everything, materials, I just want to see your discussion, okay, about that. All right. So also use the concept that I've mentioned just now. Okay. All right. So that's all for tonight, everyone. See you next week.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Sir.